Are you an overthinker that often leads to the fight, flight, or freeze response and suffering? So I'm going to offer you a different perspective and an exercise that will help you get into the present moment. So the mind, is not you. We all have over 60,000 thoughts a day. And these thoughts aren't originating from you. You're not choosing those thoughts. You're not creating them. If I was to ask you, what is your next thought? You wouldn't be able to answer it because they just appear. But what happens is one thought appears with a rapid succession of other thoughts that align with that original thought that makes it appear like you're solving a problem, like it's a reality that you need to solve, when actually just a story, a random collection of thoughts that you've made appear as real. So what you're actually doing is accessing data from the past and dragging it into the present and even into the future. So I'll give you an example of this. Yesterday I had a thought appear. I followed that thought, created a whole story, tried to solve it, predicting something that's going to happen in the future that actually hasn't happened, and created a storyline. Something that I was predicting. Why is it that every time I record a video, a plane flies over? Anyway, it's literally every time, so sorry about the noise of the plane. Anyway, so what happens is, then what you're doing is, it's not the thoughts that are the problem, okay? Because you're actually witnessing. If you really look at yourself, you're the one observing the thoughts. What happens is not the thoughts that are the problem, it's your attachment to them. You identify with them and you then merge with these thoughts as if they are you, as if it's a reality. Then your emotions are affected by those thoughts, causing the fight, flight, or freeze response in reaction, not to reality, but in reaction to your own thoughts. Well, these thoughts that are appearing to a storyline that doesn't actually exist. So a way to make a change with this and bring yourself into the present moment. Now, I would advise practicing this initially as you are going off to sleep, when your mind is less, your brain waves are less active, or when you first wake up, because that is a state where your brain waves are actually less active, so there's a lot less monkey mind going on. So when these thoughts appear in this state, I want you to observe them, and you've got this whole storyline going on in your head. I want you to observe them and just imagine an eraser, rubbing it out, like clearing it off the film. And notice what happens is that it suddenly disappears. You become present in this moment. It's not the past, it's not the future. You're right here, right now. And as you start to do this, you can start practicing this throughout your day as well. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to be doing this forever, constantly erasing things, but it's just a way to start exercising your mind to leave the thoughts alone and to become present, to become aware of the vast, open, blank state as awareness that you truly are. Not the thinker, you're not the mind, you're just the witness. And if you can stop identifying with the thoughts, they will dissolve. So, as I was saying before, when I had this come up yesterday, I was trying to solve this problem that didn't exist. When I woke up, I didn't identify with whatever story I was telling yesterday. It was just poof, gone. Didn't exist anymore. Because it truly didn't exist. It was just random thoughts having a field day in awareness. So if you're prone to overthinking, you're not unique. You're not someone that has a problem. You're just not aware that you're the witness. You're not aware that you truly don't have to identify with these thoughts. And when you stop identifying with them and bring yourself into the present moment, then you will stop the fight, flight, and freeze response that you continue to live your life by.